All right, here we go again. Got ourselves a little oatmeal stout here. Oatmeal Imperial Stout. And we're going to be pairing that with Summer Brew from Central Texas Soaps. So this is my first time using Central Texas. And it's a firm soap, but it has some give. You can see it has a real nice pour to it. And so this one, it kind of has a nutty type scent to it. It doesn't have the notes on it. Maybe if you could see the ingredients on the side. But it doesn't have the notes on the container. No side label or anything. But it has like a nutty vibe to it. Like, let's say you got like a can of peanuts. You peeled the top off and just stuck your nose in. Kind of has like a nutty vibe. And then there's a slight bit of citrus. So unique, but also meh. I don't know what I was expecting. I like to give boozy scents a shot. So this one I think was made with Shiner Bock, which I might be wrong, but I think it was made with Bock Lager, the Shiner Bock. Anyhow, we're going to be lathering that up in the Lancaster bowl. We're going to be using the Lancaster Badger brush here. And let's get going on that. We're going to be doing another straight razor shave. And we'll probably finish off, since I don't have a matching splash, with some Strike Gold Shave La Befana. And we're going to boost it with a little bit of good Oleo. So, let's get into it. So, I mentioned a couple videos back that eventually my position at work is going to change. I got a new job position, and I'm going to be moving up to kind of the customer service, the windows area of the post office. So I'm going to be dealing with customers and money and whatnot. So it's finally come time for me to go to training. They want me to head up to Spokane, Washington Sunday so that I could be in town and ready Monday. So in typical post office fashion, they told me today, Thursday, that I'm going to need to be there Sunday. And no hotel or anything has been booked. So I'm going to be in a bit of a frenzy today, but I should be able to pull it off. And we'll go ahead and pack up and be prepared. But this will be like the first time in my life that I have like a normal schedule once I take this position. Right now I work from like 1 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. So it's kind of like a somewhat like graveyard swing shift type deal. And but previously I worked, a 12-hour shift, and it rotated from days to nights at my job before the post office. It rotated from days to nights every 4 weeks, and there were 12-hour shifts, and it was just madness. It was just terrible. And even before that, I kind of worked like the closing shift when I was in high school. And so I've never really had like a good fucking schedule. But finally I'm gonna have a kind of 9 to 5 type job. So that's great. Gonna have to deal with customers, which, is gonna be good some days and bad some days, but we will take it in stride. But anyways, I'm gonna be in Spokane for like 2 weeks. Gonna be in a whole different office and a whole different environment. So not super excited about that. But hopefully we could just get in and get out and stay healthy. Typical post office fashion, man. They'll tell you to stay safe, and then they'll do shit like this. It's like, we're telling you to stay safe because we have to, but in reality, get your ass out on the front line. But it's all good. We'll lay low and hopefully stay healthy. But I am excited about it. The way things go at the post office is there's not really a whole lot of raises when you change from one position to another. We have kind of this system where, depending on your craft, like in my craft, I get paid every 33 weeks, or I get a raise every 33 weeks, and there's no performance review, no attendance review, nothing. It just happens. So, every 33 weeks, I'm getting a raise no matter what. The union is in the background fighting for cost of living raises as well as other raises. And so those will just pop up out of the blue when they take effect. So just because I got a new position, I'm not necessarily getting a raise, but hopefully the quality of life will be much improved with these new hours that I'm going to be working. And I very, very much look forward to that. For the first time in my life, I'm going to have like a normal person schedule. And I'll be awake when my wife is awake. I'll be going to sleep when my wife goes to sleep. And all of that, I really look forward to that. Alright, so the scent on this is kind of like a 4 out of 5. It's nice, it's there, and it's just kind of nutty, I don't know, it doesn't blow my socks off whatsoever. It's just kind of meh, it's pleasant, but that's about it. Alright, with the grain. Let me double up on the fingers here. So, that is exciting, although I'm kind of putting myself out there. It is exciting that I'm going to be having a better kind of quality of life, in my opinion anyways. I have like a pimple right here, so we'll see what happens. I planned on going on Instagram Live last night, but didn't quite work out. I was spending time with the wife, and I just kind of said, fuck it. And, that happens from time to time. I honestly don't know what the hell I'm doing with this grip. I think I'm thinking of what I'm talking about and not thinking of the shave. Which is probably a bad idea, but you know me. We'll do it, then learn from the mistake. But we'll probably try to attempt to get an Instagram live in pretty soon. Here we go again. Getting all confused. There we go. So I'll be up there for like 2 weeks in Spokane. I'll be staying at a hotel. And since we're on lockdown in Washington, I basically ain't gonna be able to do shit, which is a bummer, really. I'm just gonna be in this hotel away from my family. Away from my wife, and I'm basically just gonna be twiddling my thumbs, maybe watching TV. I'm kind of wondering now whether to, do I keep going with my right hand on the left side of my face when I'm doing the upstroke, or... Because this grip works when I'm going up. It does work. I can make it work like I am right now. I just kind of wonder, is this the recommended when you're doing the upstroke? To do, you know, right hand, left side of face, left hand for the right side of the face. So is that, you know, only for the upstroke? I don't know. You guys let me know. Give me some tips. Alright, we're going to set this aside and re-lather. That was a smooth first pass. I'll say it's perfectly adequate soap. It's not necessarily knocking my socks off, but I could feel that it has the slickness to perform a shave. It's kind of like in the middle between being dense and airy, if you know what I mean. It's kind of like halfway dense. And if your technique is sound, that should be plenty, you know what I mean? There shouldn't really be much to fuss about with that. You should be able to get in a good shave every single day with something like this. It might not have that, you know, ultra luxurious feel on your face. This was a very affordable soap. Can't remember off the top of my head, but I want to say like it was like under 15. I want to say it's a 5-ounce tub. So, and it does have some, you know, decent ingredients in it. It's no slouch. So, this is just my first go with it. You know, maybe I'll unlock some hidden potential in it down the line. But perfectly adequate. And for the price point, I would even say it's pretty damn good value. Would I buy another soap from them again? Yeah, definitely. I actually intend to, but maybe find a scent that I enjoy a little bit more. I really liked the thought behind this soap, but I just think scent-wise it's a little bit bland and not for me, you know. This might be somebody's favorite scent, and that is, you know, fantastic, but this one just kind of meh for me, scent-wise. Soap-wise, I think it's perfectly adequate, and performance for the price is a good deal, definitely. So I'll probably seek out a different scent and maybe find something that I like a lot more, and you know, we use that one, put that one in the regular rotation. All right, here we go, against the grain. Got a little itch. It's definitely warming up here. So I haven't even owned my house for a year, and one thing that we kind of knew we were going to have to replace was our air conditioning unit. It's old, it's crappy, and so we've been looking into that, and we're going to probably have to hit up the home improvement store sometime soon, because it's warming up. We've been leaving the windows and doors open and everything we can to keep the house cool, but the time has just about come. We were looking at one that was about $550, and that should cover our house pretty well. Not something that you buy very often, so had to do a little bit of research. I'm one of those guys, one of those buyers that kind of does research before I buy. Always been that way. I'd probably put this in the realm of sterling. I'd say 5 ounces. That's plenty of soap. Has decent density, decent slickness. Obviously doesn't have the same amount of scent offerings, but he definitely had some interesting ones. He had one that was kind of a take on like Mountain Dew, which was like an effervescent citrusy scent. He had one that was a take on Dr. Pepper, which was kind of like an effervescent, like caramely sweet scent. And I can't lie, just for casual use, I'm kind of interested in one of those too. I think CDB even put the Hill Country Dew soap in his spring soaps list. I think we done tugged on that pimple. I don't know if it's gonna start bleeding here soon, but I guess we'll find out. I felt it. I mean, I don't know if I just took off some dead skin, but I felt it. So far, so good. I'm definitely thinking that grip cannot be for the downward stroke, because I just don't see a time where I would need it as I'm doing this, you know, my against the grain pass. But on the upward stroke, I'm wondering if I keep that new grip that I've learned, do I keep it the entire pass, or just like in this, you know, just like this area and not the sides? I don't know. Help me out. Let me get this hand out of the way. All right. All right. All right. It's good enough for me. That feels pretty dang smooth. That's one thing that I'm really enjoying about straight razors is the smooth shaves. Obviously, I seem to kind of stick the various kind of blemishes or pimples or whatever that I have on my neck. I put beard oil in, so I tend to get some acne on my neck, and I think it just kind of comes with the territory. Putting all those oils on your skin, you're gonna naturally get a little a few blemishes or whatever, a little bit of acne. And I seem to catch them, you know, with the razor, but I think the same could pretty much be said whether I was using a safety razor or a single edge, gem style, shake, whatever. I think I would catch them regardless. So me catching them on the straight really isn't much of an anomaly. Alright, let me move the bowl over, get the Lancaster towel out. But it doesn't look like that one took off. Maybe I just scraped some dead skin off. I definitely felt it snag, or at least slow down momentarily while I went over it. But it doesn't look like it was enough to draw blood, so definitely happy about that, because I want that I want that to kind of heal up and get the hell out of there. I've always actually kind of had acne, so I actually went to a dermatologist when I was I think I was like a freshman or a sophomore. I actually went to a dermatologist because it was so bad. And I actually have kind of scarring all over my face, but my beard kind of hides it. So it's not necessarily why I have the beard. I like the beard. The wife likes the beard, but it doesn't hurt that it kind of covers up all the scarring. I took an experimental drug. My acne was that bad. And my little brother as well. I had dorky glasses and face full of acne. I had to get my blood drawn every month while I was on that pill. I was on it for 9 months. They said don't get anybody pregnant. They might come out with abnormalities like missing a limb or something. And they said even once you discontinue using it, that still for 6 months, don't get no one pregnant. And I was like, I'm a sophomore. I'm not planning on getting anyone pregnant. You know what I mean? And with this face, how the hell do you think I'm going to achieve that anyways? Alright, I'm going to take the caps off of both of these and we'll do a little blend in the palm like we have been doing. Alright, so we'll get 3 drops of this. 1, 2, 3. Kind of wipe off the excess. Then we'll get, this has a nice restrictor on top, love that. We'll get a couple splashes of this La Befana. This La Befana is based off Xerjoff's Naxos cologne. Pretty expensive and well-regarded men's fragrance. And this stuff smells fantastic. I should get it up in there. Gross. But it smells fantastic. And that good Oleo skin food is just gonna boost it and help my skin, you know, recover faster and also just be generally nourished and healthy. So let's take a little sip. It's kind of been a while. The Stout, I picked it because it kind of has a roasty, nutty character to it as well. But it's a good beer. Alright, well, I guess I could do a little recap. Central Texas Soaps Summer Brew. Nutty scent with a slight little bit of citrus. Scent, not so much for me. I think it's kind of bland. But the soap's performance, good. Definitely good. Like I said, I think I'd put it in the realm of Sterling, whereas kind of sits somewhere up in the middle of the pack. But great performance, great value, and you just can't complain about that. Finished off with good Oleo and La Befana. I used my Osiris Bladeworks scales on my Kukri vintage straight razor blade. And of course, the Lancaster bowl, the Lancaster brush, and the Lancaster towel. I'm not a fanboy, or am I? Alright, that'll wrap it up for me, guys. That was a fantastic shave with a new product, and I will be looking into getting another scent out of that. So, there you go, guys. That was a good Thursday. Cheers. Have yourself a good rest of the day. Bye.